Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is very exciting for me because I'm playing with something brand spanking new to me and actually to the world. I picked up the Jolie Beauty and Ozzy Osbourne palette. Erica has this already and has filmed with it. And I learned about it from Just Gem. She was doing a new makeups video and I was like, what the really heck? I need to look at that. So I ordered the palette and lipstick and I thought I could play with it and maybe we could do some swatches of the really pretty shimmer shades in here and, you know, just have a makeup hang sesh with some new makeups. This is still available. I did check and it was done in collaboration with the Osbournes. I don't know a lot about them. I know, of course, some music from Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I never watched the Osbournes, like the show. I'm not a TV kind of girl. So I missed all of that, but this palette looks amazing. I'm very excited to play with it. So yeah, are you into Ozzy and this palette? Have you picked it up? Have you used Jolie Beauty before? This is my first time, so I'm pretty darn excited about that. I've never used the brand. I've seen a lot of palettes that look like they'd be fun, but just never pushed the go button or, you know, the other things. I'm filming this after being not on camera for almost a week. I haven't put makeup on in so long, it feels like, because we had extra days with grandbabies, and when they're here, that's what I'm doing. I'm hanging out with them, playing, just, you know, shenanigansing. So no makeups, no filming for me, but I'm excited to play. And I think, just so you have a heads up, my filming schedule is going to be a bit wonky for a bit. There's so much happening going on, and I'm gonna try to film tomorrow, but I'm getting new floors put in my living room and kitchen over the next couple of days, so it might be kind of a voiceover video because there'll be a lot of racket in the background, but I don't want to not film anything because I enjoy doing this. And I miss you when I'm not filming and we don't chat. So, okay, I'm gonna stop because I could be telling you all of this while I'm putting on the eyeshadows. Okay, let's do this. Oh, God. Okay, so obviously I have to use Mr. Crowley. It's red, it's beautiful. I love red eyeshadow. So I'm gonna start with a matte and probably go with number 9. It's the shade name. Through my transition area. Erica says good things about Jolie Beauty, and I am excited because I love supporting small brands, and this one is actually from Birmingham, which is where Ozzy is from. Well, you know, yeah, I mean, I guess was, because past tense and all, but still, I think that's pretty darn cool. That's great. I was not super optimistic it would show up because I still have, you know, a bit of a tan happening. The other day it was so nice out. I actually got to go outside for quite a while. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna go into Osmosis for my crease. Yeah, I like to keep a red eyeshadow looking red, so I try not to do anything that could make it go pink. And I think this is gonna do the trick. That's a very cool shade. Not quite, I mean, it looks orange on me. It's like a brown orange in pan, which you can probably see if I've remembered to put in a little picture for you. The way Shazzy Do prefers I do it. Thank goodness I have people here to help me figure out how to do things. That's pretty nice. I think this is going to be mostly fairly quick and painless because I want the red to be the main shadow, but I also think I'm going to try the black just because I think a good black makes a big difference. So I'm going to go in now with Mr. Crowley on my Singe Beauty EO1. Oh, and there's a cat hair. Because of course there is. There's always cat hairs. All right, I didn't wet it or anything. My face isn't done, so it's totally fine if I get fallout. I just want to see. And I was trying to look. I haven't swatched this at all. I have not touched these shadows except with my brush just now that you're seeing it. So I don't know what these are going to be like. And I'm like moving the palette around trying to look to see if it's a multi-chrome or a duochrome. I don't think it is, though it does have a dark base. I felt the same way about the one from Poppy and Fluff. I couldn't tell if it was shifty until I was editing it. Oop. That would be Shazzy Doo. And I don't think it was shifty. I think it was just red with a darker base, which is what I think this might be. Again, I won't really know until I'm editing, but I need to wet it. You knew that was gonna happen, right? All right, I wet Mr. Crowley. And yep, that right there, that metallic, like almost wet, well, I mean it is wet, but like liquid looking shine is why I like to wet my metallic eyeshadows. It just looks so good. All right, a little bit more. And then I think I'll go in with some of the black just on the outer part here for, you know, the typical depth that I like to go for, and to test drive the black eyeshadow. Okay, black rain. Let's see what kind of black, because some black eyeshadows are super like thick and dark and pigmented, and some are a bit more buildable, or, you know, a little sheerer so you can use it to mix and match, deepen shades up if you want, you know, stuff like that. This looks like a really good in between, just a good basic black matte that you can use to do whatever, fuss and finagle. All right, I'm gonna go with a little bit of Osmosis along the edge for a blend. I'll of course work on it a bit more off camera. I just wanna do a quick little zhuzh. And then I'm gonna have to use one of the yellows, I think, from my inner corner, but I'm going to burn that bridge when I get there. So let me go do all the rest of the things, make sure it's blended through their eye, my face, the whole thing. I'll come back and I'll do the inner corner with you. And then we'll be done. Okay, I'm back and obviously everything is done. Let's finish up the inner corner and lower lash line together. I think I gotta go with Sharon. It's super bright and yellow, which I think will go along nicely with the rest of the look. So on my dry fill, which is a Moda Filbert, I don't know, BMD 170-4, I don't know, but let's see, well, which side to put the eyeshadow on. First of all, what this look, oh yeah, even just that little tiny bit is pretty. Okay, a little bit more. Usually I would wet this, but this is like, you know, our first little delve into the palette, so that's cool. What about, hold on, let me get this on my other eye and then I'll tell you what about. Okay, that's very pretty. It's a very pretty yellow, yellowy gold, whatever you want to call it, shimmer. I like it. So what about if I were to use Undercover on the inner half of my lower lash line? Could that be cool? I still have not swatched these yet. We're gonna do that in a minute. So I still don't know what this looks like it has a green shift. So maybe I was just kidding. Maybe we go with the shade called Prince, which I think is a duo or multi-chrome, but let's see. It's probably not going to be particularly shifty on my lower lash line, but I think it works. Okay, I'm going to quickly whack on the other eye and some mascara, and I'll come back, give you an up close of the look and tell you what I think so far, and then let's have a little swatch party, because why not? All right, that is the look done. Let me scoot you in for an up close reconnoiter at the eyes. I think I like it. My first impression thoughts are as follows. I think the yellowy mattes were lovely. They went on, they blended, they showed exactly what I wanted them to. They're great. The black, again, same. Really nice, went on, blended, loverly. My outer crease on both eyes tends to make matte eyeshadows get real funkified. So I've learned over the years that there are a couple of eye primers that work really well for the mattes creasing, or to keep the mattes from creasing, as it were. One is the Milani eye primer, and the other one is the Divina Prelusion. Those two keep my mattes from creasing. So while I was off camera doing the rest of my face, the matte black creased, and it's creasing a little bit more now because I didn't put on any special primer. I'm going to use this again a lot, obviously, and I will use my Divina eye primer and see if that fixes it, which I suspect it will, because it's not the eyeshadow, it's my eyes. My eyelids are oily, even though I have a primer on. It's the LA Girl primer stick, like the Sigma one, that I use all the time. My shimmer shades never crease. I don't know why. That's where, like, I hear most people say there's creasing, but it's, for me, it's the mattes on the outer corner. So that I don't think is an eyeshadow thing. I think it's a me thing, but I will definitely keep you posted if that's different. I used my Glisten Brow Spectra Brow on my lashes because it's red. It's the only red one I have. My waterline liners are the red one from Kaleidos and the LA Girl lipstick or lip liner in Relentless Red. Those are on my waterline, both top and bottom. I like red a lot. I embrace the heck out of it. I'll just tell you the fun bits that are on my face, and then we'll move into swatches. Unsurprising, it's the Melt contour and bronzer, and the NYX Royal highlighter from the Bridgerton collection in Iridescent Peach. This was the only one I didn't have, and they released it in this packaging, which my understanding is that the cardboard packaging has a different formula. I don't know if it's true or not. I didn't get any to compare it, so I can't say for sure. That's just what I've heard through the grapevine. One of my blushes is the cream red shade from this Cheek Klepper 3D Blush Trio in Firestarter from One Size Beauty. And then I went over that with my Nabla Skin Glazing in Adults Only. I wanted to keep it red, not orange. And my lip is the lipstick I picked up with the palette. It's in the shade Nightmare. It's a metallic liquid lipstick. Dries down. It feels pretty comfortable. Like, it's not sticky or weird. It's not making my lips feel all like lack of moisture and oogie. I like it. I did line with a Cool Tone Brown lip liner, which I usually do if I want a red lipstick to look more wearable. Sometimes I'll use a red and it's like, that's a red lip, but today I wanted something a little more wearable to go with the red and yellow and green eye look. I don't know what makes me think these things, but there you have it. I also went in with my faux freckle pens because I like a faux, what? A faux freckle? I like a faux freckle. And I can't help it. I think it's fun. I think the trick is to do too many, and then it looks less faux and more freckly. All right. That is all of the things I've had around the palette so far. So let me set up my other camera and we can swatch them together. That'll be fun. Shazzy do. Okay, hopefully I'm in frame and you can see my arm. I'm going to start swatching top left to right, work my way down each row. It has been about an hour trying to set up this whole overhead filming situation. It was right, and then I switched it up because I moved things around, and now it's less right, but hopefully this works. Okay, first shade is Undercover. That's really pretty. It's got like a green yellow shift. Okay. And then we have Sharon, which is what I used on my inner corner. And then Mr. Crowley, which I'm excited to see because at this point I still haven't edited, so okay. I really like those. What do you think? I have a little wipey that I've put some of my cellar water on to clean up the swatches. Hopefully this works fairly well because boy howdy, I am driving the struggle bus. Okie dokie, on to the second row. We have 4 shades. First up is the shade Aston, I think. Oh, that's very pretty. And then Rock Royalty. Wow. It's like Sharon, sort of, but more gold, whereas Sharon is more yellow. Okay. And then Scream. That's really pretty too. And last for the second row is the shade Hall of Fame. Oh, yep. Yep. That is one of my favorite multi-chromes of ever. The purple, like pink, gray, blue, green. Wow. Those are really pretty. So far, I'm very happy with the shifty or the shimmery shades. I don't care about shifty shades as much as I just want good shimmery shades. If they're shifty and it looks nice, yay. If they're just sparkly or metallic, it looks nice, yay. Just trying to clean off the swatches. Okay, next, which is the third row, is the shade Rain, as in royalty, not sprinkle. And then Prince, which is what I have on my lower lash line in the inner half. That, I really thought that was going to be a multi-chrome. Let's see if I can, no, of course not. Okay, I will though. And then last is Sabbath for that row. That is quite the collection of shimmery goodness, if you ask me. Let's see if I can twist my finger around. So there is the shade Prince, which I thought was going to be a multi-chrome, but it's not. It's a beautiful orangey copper shade. Sweet pickles, that's very cool. All right, there are 3 shimmer shades left, assuming I didn't miss any. Okay, final row, we have Birmingham. I hope I'm saying that right. I genuinely don't know. That's so pretty for just a, not just like it's a bad thing, but very wearable shimmer. That's beautiful. And then Ordinary Man looks like a shifty one. So let's see what, oh yeah, I can see orange here and then green on the other side with that kind of yellow gold in the center. Very cool. And then last but not least is sorry, that was crappy. The last one is Oblivion, which is more of a satin coal shade. Not quite black, but not quite gray either. That is all of the shimmers, and I think you can mostly see them all together. This one, oh, where are you? This way, is shifting nicely. What did I say that one was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a record. Could I be any less organized? Yes. Yes, I assure you I could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the shade Scream. That's really pretty. It's like peach, yellowy green, maybe pink. Sweet. At a quick glance at this palette, it looks like a pretty seriously colorful palette, but it's really not. It is a very neutral color story with some extra bits. You know, like the Mr. Crowley shade, the Prince shade, gorgeous. No complaints. I was a little nervous when I saw Birmingham in pan because I have a shade from, think, Gloss Gods that sort of looked like that before I swatched it, and it's a shade that is stunning but too chunky for my eyelids. This one is not that. This is very, very nice. I can see my arm in the big mirror in front of me. Wow. I really, really wish I could get you to see that, because that looks awesome. I could try to take a picture of it and I'll insert it if it is successful. I wouldn't count on it. I'm really bad at taking pictures, but maybe. We'll see. Anyway, it feels like I have been through the ringer, and I really haven't. But hopefully you like this. I definitely, yes, you can see the mat has creased pretty badly. So my next look will be with the primer. And I'm going to play with this more. I mean, easily get a purple look, get 50 bazillion neutral looks. You could do almost any one matte and any one shimmer and call it a day. Let me know if there's anything specific you would like to see with this palette. There's 28 shades, is that what I decided? So a lot of looks. Yeah, there's a lot of options here and a lot of neutral wearable with a bit of fun tossed in. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.